Hey, it's Ed Moses here with Project Mindset, and I've got kind of an interesting little technique I want to share with you today that will help you on your journey to success. Anyway, this technique is actually fairly new to me. I found it by accident some time ago, and I was searching for videos on YouTube, and I search videos all the time on YouTube. I find YouTube very, very educational, actually, and sometimes pretty entertaining. But this is called tapping. Have you ever heard of tapping? If you've heard of tapping, you're going to know what I'm talking about. It's also known as EFT, and EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. Emotional Freedom Technique. And there's a lot of doctors that are actually saying this is a very, very good technique that works. And one doctor in particular is Dr. Deepak Chopra. If you've read any of his books, you'll know exactly who I'm talking about. I love Deepak. Deepak's awesome. He's got some great books. He's a very uplifting person, and I really appreciate what he's done to the success world, or the world of success in the world of spirituality in general, because he's done a lot to actually educate people in those areas. But we're going to talk about the emotional freedom technique today, or tapping for short. And I find it to be a very interesting technique because it's very simple, and you can do it anywhere, and I like it because it's free, and it's something that you can do to yourself, for yourself, to help yourself. I mean, how can you go wrong with something like that? I mean, think about that. So anyway, I'm going to go through here. I don't want to take up a lot of time with this, because you can actually read my blog, and then you can go research this stuff out on the internet and maybe get some better information than what a novice like me is going to fill your head with. But anyway, it doesn't matter whether you're a novice or a pro. This stuff will work for you if you take it and implement it. So anyway, now I'm going to use my cheat sheet. I'm going to go over this with you a little bit, and if I look like a monkey, I apologize. This is just what happens when you're doing this thing. So you've got different locations on your body where we're going to keep it the upper body that we use to actually do the tapping. Now, the tapping is actually the same areas that is used for acupuncture, and it's probably not a coincidence that this is the case, because these different areas affect different emotions and different psychological feelings and stuff that we feel, or that our bodies go through every day. And what this is really for is to help to unlock some of these sticking points that we go through in life when it comes to things like taking that first step to do something in your new business, taking that first step maybe to ask somebody out that you want to go out with, or just things of that nature. Or maybe you have anxiety problems and you're trying to work that out. Certain things cause you to grieve, or just a number of emotional issues this can actually help with. So here's what we're going to do. The first is called, it's like the karate chop. It's a karate chop, and really you're just hitting this part of your hand. And you can do it this hand, whatever you're more comfortable with. It does not matter. So anyway, this area is actually to help get you unstuck and help you to actually move toward what you want to accomplish. So if you're like at a sticking point, you're afraid to move forward, well, this will get you started. You hit that area. So anyway, now the next tapping area is the crown of your head. So this is when you start looking like a monkey. This is to help you with focus and wisdom. There's some websites that will go more into depth if you really want to look into this further. And then you've got the next one is the eyebrow. It's not the eyebrow itself, but right inside the eyebrow on either side. Tap those areas. That's good for to become relaxed and calm. The next area is either side of your eye, or you can do both. You just tap on either side of your eye. And it says it's for jealousy or any issues that you might have with resentment, things of that nature. So the next point is under the eye. Right, there's bone that's right under the eye. Tap there. You can tap one or both. It doesn't matter. I've seen it done both ways. And that is actually to help release anxiety and fear. So if you got a lot of anxiety, this is a good place to go. Or fears of whatever, you know, that's a good way to go. Tapping under the nose is good for embarrassment or shame, and you just tap like right there. The next one is actually in the chin area, and that's good for self-confidence. If you're uncertainty or low in self-confidence, this is a good place to tap to help increase that. The next point is actually the collarbone. You can actually go, I've seen somebody do it like that. It actually, you want to give it a little more oomph because it's a thicker area of your body. But that's actually good for, let's see, this one is, it helps you make decisions, helps you to actually take and move on a decision that maybe you're afraid to do. The last one is under the arms, right up in this area under the arms. Either side on this, and it goes for any part of your body except here and here because you've only got one side. So anyway, yeah, you can start looking like a monkey. You might not want to do this out in front of people in a public place unless you're actually at a seminar where they're doing this stuff. But it's a very good technique. It does work. I've experienced some really cool results with it myself. I know if you use it for like to really calm your nerves down and stuff, I reach a point where I'm so calm that it's even hard for me to get motivated. So I don't like to go that far with it in that area. But here's what you can do. Here's a good way to start to make this work for you. Now let's say in the next 2 weeks you want to get $2,000 together. So here's what you want to do. You start with this tapping here, and you say to yourself, you know, I know that I really don't think I can get $2,000 together in the next 2 weeks, but you know, I still love myself and I respect myself, you know. Anyway, I still respect myself, even though I don't feel I can get this $2,000 together in the next 2 weeks. You know, I need this $2,000, and it would really help me within the next 2 weeks if I could actually put this together. You know, and you know, something tells me, you know, my belief system tells me that, you know, this isn't something I can actually do. You know, I've never accomplished something like this before. So, but you know, I really need this $2,000, and I could use it as soon as possible. So in the next 2 weeks, I would really like to put this $2,000 together. I would really like to find and manifest to myself $2,000. I know in the past I have never been able to raise $2,000, and it seems pretty hard to believe that I could do that. But I need $2,000, and I believe that I can raise $2,000 if I really want to. You know, I need this $2,000. I really feel deep down in my heart and soul that I can actually raise this $2,000. I know deep in my heart, I know that I am able to find and make this $2,000 I need in the next 2 weeks. I know that I can actually do this. I know that I can create this $2,000 that I need. I know that I can make this $2,000 I need in the next 2 weeks. I feel that I can do this without any doubt in my mind. I am able to make this $2,000 I need within the next 2 weeks. I know without the shadow of the doubt that I am going to get this $2,000 together by the end of the 2 weeks. I know within the next 2 weeks I will get this $2,000 together. I know within the next 2 weeks I will have this $2,000 together. So as you can see, if you just go through it. Now what you're supposed to do next, you take a deep breath right when you're done with that last one. You let that doubt out of your system. Just let it blow away. And the next step is you can feel how you feel on the inside. Do you feel any doubts in your system? Do you feel stronger that you can accomplish this? And you're supposed to use a scale of like between 1 and 10. Now, if you're down on a 1 and saying, yeah, I still feel like crap, there's no way I can do this, then do it again. So start over and do it again. If you feel like a 7, 8, 9, or 10, you're doing pretty good. You probably don't need to do it right away again. You can. You know, it's nothing wrong with doing it again. But I would recommend 3 times a day until you reach that goal. If you really want to make this work, try it 3 times a day. And what do you have to lose? It doesn't take very long. You saw how short that was. And it's free, absolutely free. So, hey, why not give it a try, you know? I mean, what do you have to lose? Think about it. So anyway, this was my short little video on tapping, or EFT. And let me know what you think, and give it a try. And I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and I appreciate you taking the time to actually do it. And if you could, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Bye now.